Let's go. Hello. Hi, Samuel.
Hi,
Hi,
Louise.
everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Super happy to have you here today. So I'm Eloise. I'm community builder at La Grosse Machine, and every week I co-host lives like that with experts from the ecosystem, the sales ecosystem, prospecting ecosystem, and today with Samuel Braniste, and I'm super happy to have you by my side, Samuel, today for let's say having a chat and discussion about this AI topic, hot topic. So yeah, today we will discuss about how to optimize our process, including AI for sales to boost our lead generation, but also our productivity. So I know that you have a lot of use cases thanks to your agency, and I can't wait to have this feedbacks. And Samuel, I let you introduce yourself.
Yes, happy to see you. Hi, everyone. Hi, Alexandre. Hi, Millie. Hi, Thibaut. Sorry, I see that you wanted French, but the webinar is in English. Maybe we are going to do another in French
Yes.
another time. So if you don't understand English, is not the right one, but for sure we organize another one in French.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because the audience is international, so I think it's easier for anyone to understand English. But yeah, we can organize something in French in few weeks. Yes, French accent.
French accent, so nice.
So yeah, Samuel,
Yes.
let's introduce yourself a little bit. Who are you?
Yes. So who I am? I create a studio AI studio called Kokoro, and our mission is to help companies to integrate AI, so AI agent, AI workflow in their operation system. So our objective is to help company to be more productive with AI and to help them in this big transition.
Thank you very much, Samuel. Ralph asked, "Do we will get a presentation at the end?" Yes. So as I say, I'm hosting this kind of webinar, and every week, every recording are in the playground, which is our community platform. I invite you to go to see it. I just dropped the link in the chat, and yes, every recording will be there. So in few hours after the live, you will receive the link for having the recording and the deck presentation. Okay, so AI, sales and AI. First, in the audience, who is integrating AI in its process? Can be about lead gen or productivity. I guess you are all sales or growth, maybe marketers. So super interesting to have your also, yeah, your familiarity level about AI processes. And Samuel, I know that you have a presentation in your bag. So I let you show your
Of
screen.
course, of course.
Yes, last thing. So we have a chat. Don't hesitate to ask any question during the live. I will interrupt Samuel to drop your question, and I want this show as dynamic and interactive as much as possible. So yeah, don't be shy.
Okay. What's up? Do you see my screen?
Yes, but I think it was a little bit buggy.
Yes, I don't know why. Whoa, whoa, what's up? Okay, escape.
If you want me to share your screen, that's also
Yeah,
possible.
I don't know why, but actually it completely break my.
Do you need to change your browser or something, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna come back. Sorry. Up.
No problem. And that's the moment I have to talk with you guys. Can find them search when searching for recording. Ivan. So it's in the playground knowledge part. So I'll share my screen for anyone. Here we go. So when I talk about the playground, what is the playground? The playground is our community platform. And when you are looking for a webinar recording, you can go or on the webinar, the playground international part, so webinar in English or a webinar in French. Let's say we want a webinar in English recordings. You go here in the knowledge hub and then watch and learn. And you have all the webinars. The same thing in French community. Here we go, knowledge app, and then webinar and tutorials, and you have all the different webinars. So yeah.
Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna share my screen.
Yep.
Yep, and I think it's gonna be good. Okay. So maybe I'm gonna just share like this because it's when I want to do the diapo that it didn't work. So maybe
Okay.
if it's okay for you, I'm just share it.
No problem. Yeah, of course.
So everyone, super happy to give you some insights to help you to use AI to have more lead gen and have some productivity hike. I'm going to share you my story, and you will really understand why I can give you the best insight in this part of your business. And I really hope that it can help you to have some ideas for your own business. Is the objective. I also going to give you some gift at the end of the webinar to help you to integrate the AI agent that I'm going to share you today. And also all the La Grosse Machine sequences that I create to help me to have more lead. Okay?
Great. Thanks.
Cool. So do not hesitate to ask question. Eloise, I'm sure that you're going to give me the question.
Yeah. Sorry in advance. I will interrupt you. Like, hey,
No worries.
before go ahead, Samuel, we have a question. So yeah, don't be shy. Ask a question. See this hour as a free access hour to Samuel, which is leading an agency specialized in sales and productivity about AI. So yeah, like use this free hour.
Yes. So to explain you, actually in Kokoro, we develop an AI studio dedicated to operation for modern companies. Actually, we have more than 20 customers, 30 customers in less than 2 months at the end of the summer, I think. We develop like something like 300 agent assistants and AI workflow. We have some AI partner tools as LGM and other. And we use like more than 80 tools, API, LLM in our day-to-day production. What we are doing concretely, we have two types of offer that you have to know. One is a 3-month program for SMEs and mid-sized companies to help them to integrate AI agents. And another one is a AI coaching to help freelance, solopreneur, and people who need more coaching to discover what is AI agent and which strategy, which system they can do it. I'm going to show you one system that I love based for the lead gen and for productivity hack based on two technology, La Grosse Machine and Dust. Okay? So to begin, the most important thing to understand is why B2B prospecting is become so hard actually. I'm sure that there's a lot of head of growth, RevOps, freelance in this webinar, and I'm sure that for you, it's super difficult to find new business as for all. There's some reason of that is because outbound is going to be more and more difficult since a few years. So I'm going to give you some hack to help you to hack your own outbound and find new customer. To understand me, I worked during 5 years as a sales in a tech company. So outbound is like my specificity. I manage a sales team. I do some outbound. I was top performer in my company. But today, in my own company, Kokoro, I decided to change my strategy to don't do only outbound, but I'm going to show you how I can don't do only outbound, but tweak some part of the outbound to develop my business. The first thing to understand is that lead gen is it cross 3 skills. not other. Everything is out of this part is not interesting to have lead gen. The three skills are organization, how every day I commit on my task to help me to have more customer is the basics to do lead gen. Second thing is sales and marketing skills that you can develop, and I can't help you to develop these skills, but AI agents can be part of the skills that you need to help you in your day-to-day strategy. And the third thing is the lead quality. Do you have the right lead, or you don't have the right lead and you talk to people who are not interesting for your business? If you cross these three parts, you can be sure that you can do a lot of business. But my objective is to give you a strategy to do some lead gen based on these three parts. Okay? Before, 2 years before, I was making like something like 50 outbound call per day. It was like super hard. I spent like all my day to do outbound call, and for a result that are not that was good, but take me too much energy. It was so hard, and it was not scalable. That actually, if I stopped to call, it was impossible to continue to do some lead generation. It was my first job, my previous job as a sales. And today is more and more difficult to do some outbound. Before, you can do like 50 call and you have 10 meetings. Today, people don't know the strategy, and they don't like phone call. They don't like email. So it's so hard to have more rendezvous, more meeting, because people have too much sales who contact them. So you have to find solution. I have to find solution to develop my business without outbound. Okay. So I try to develop my social brand on LinkedIn. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people here who try it to be visible on LinkedIn and to have some lead generation on LinkedIn. But the problem is, after 6 months of hard working, like post every day, result was not here. Like 12 like, 9 like, 5 comments which are only my friends, and no business. So impossible to use LinkedIn as an acquisition funnel, because I don't have the result that I want. So I decide to understand how the GOAT of LinkedIn did it, how they did LinkedIn as a super nice funnel of acquisition. And I understand one thing. I'll never be the best copywriter, because it's not my job, and I don't know how to be the best copywriter. It's not my skills. But my AI agent that I sell to my customer can do it. And I have to build the right AI agent and to use the right to develop skills on LinkedIn. And with my new system, it works. I've done like more than 100,000 impressions. In only this post, I take like something like 30 meetings. So it's like a lot. For the second post, also 10 meetings. And I understand that it's not about personal skills, it's only about system. How I can build the right system to use LinkedIn and to take some meeting with right posts and right strategy to do an outreach on this post. And I'm going to give you all the strategy for free. So AI changed the game. Now you can have a skills that you never had with the AI, but the objective is not to use AI as ChatGPT write a post, is to build the right system with AI inside. And my job is to build the right system. So the new strategy is not to do marketing, is not to do sales, is to mix the both without any team, without any marketing team or sales team. With AI, you can be both CMO and head of sales. And I'm going to give you everything. Yeah, thank you. So in this strategy that I'm going to give you, I'm going to show you my AI agents that I use, and also my LGM sequences that give me, like, for example, in the last 2 weeks, I signed for 40K euro of revenue in 2 weeks, only because I write some LinkedIn posts with my AI agents, and I use LGM sequences to do some outreach on this post. Okay. So for me, outbound is dead. Like, send email without any marketing strategy before can't work. but long live to setting, which is the new strategy to create some viral posts and do some outbound on the interaction that you have on this post. And LGM is the perfect solution to do this. And I'm going to show you. Is it okay? Everything? Do you have some question? Actually, do you have some question?
Well, for the moment, no. Some people asked, what is La Growth Machine? So, as I told you, La Growth Machine is a sales automation tool. It's an automation tool that helps you building your list. It could be list based on CRM, CSV, of course, Sales Navigator, LinkedIn, but also intent based leads. And that's the use case of this webinar: how to do segmentation with intent based list and to find leads thanks to engagement on LinkedIn. But so after building your list, you have to create a sequence. And our solution is a multi-channel sequencer prospecting a tool, so that you can send messages on LinkedIn, on email, even on X, even on setting up some calls, could be warm calls or cold calls. And also, of course, after you have the analytics, also you have the inbox, which is gathering all the message, all the replies on the same the same inbox. Like every email you will receive, every LinkedIn reply, etc. Everything is gathered in the same inbox. So yeah, it's a sales automation tool and linked with AI agents, like Samuel will show us. It could be very powerful, and of course we do have some features, integrated AI, like magic posts, magic messages to help you with your copywriting. You have AI voice note, so that you can send voice note on DM on LinkedIn with AI cloning your voice. We will show you that just after. You have the chat mode also, that splits your big message in LinkedIn DM in little message with 2 seconds in between, so that it could be very like human and mimic human behavior. So everything is inside LGM, and we will show you now.
Yeah, of course. So I'm going to show you LGM and what I do with it, and which feature I think is really interesting combined with a LinkedIn post strategy. So stay here, and I'm going to show you. So step one, the first problem of everything who want to try LinkedIn strategy is to find post IDs. The reality is that I'm sure that you all have a lot of ideas. You all have a lot of story to tell on LinkedIn. But the problem is when you open your MacBook Notes and you need to write it. You need to say, okay, what is a good idea or not, etc., etc. And the problem is that after 1 hour, you write something like 2 lines of a middle ID that are not good. So my first problem to solve was to find the right post IDs. To do that, I developed an agent that I'm going to show you, who is connect with all my recording call and help me to extract on all my recording call the best ideas that I develop with my customer and my prospect. Why I developed that is because I realized that the biggest value that I had in my day-to-day was during the call with my prospect and customer.
Just a question about your prospect and your customer. What is your persona in your case?
In my case, I have two personas. Concerning SMEs and mid-sized companies, is the CEO or Chief Revenue Officer or Chief Operating Officer. And for the coaching, is a freelance, solopreneur, or a CEO of a really small business.
Okay, thank you. Leslie asked that. That's why. Thank you very much.
Okay. So I create an agent connected to my call and help me to find some ideas. I'm going to show you the agent. So how does it work? I design on a platform called Dust. I don't know if you know Dust. I'm going to give you more information about it. It's like ChatGPT, exactly like the same, but it's natively connect with my Google Drive and my Notion and my HubSpot. So I can integrate data from Google Drive, HubSpot, Notion directly on my prompt. And I can design some agents based on this data. Actually, all my transcription calls are going to my Google Drive. So I can create an agent who know exactly everything what's happened on my call. So to show you, I develop an agent in this conversation called LinkedIn Inspiration. And I just have to tell him, give me inspiration. And he's going to go in all my call and find the best idea of posts, the best post IDs to help me to find my IDs for LinkedIn. Actually, he give me like something like 8 IDs, and which are really complete, like my biggest discovery about AI implementation, how different industry react to AI. All of this subject, I told to this subject with my prospect and my customer. So I really have a great expertise on it. So for this example, I think one of this ID, which are the number 6. What is the number? The number 6 is the 5 biggest mistakes in AI implementation, which is one of the biggest objections that I have in all my call. How the project will be a fail. So I decide, with this idea, it's a great idea of post, because I'm sure that CEO, COO want to know what could be a mistake if they decide to put IA on their operation. So this is the first strategy of the plan, and you see that I have 12 ID just with one prompt in my agent. So I have infinite ID actually.
That's so cool, and I think that's so interesting to plug your call scripts, because after that, so you used it for LinkedIn Inspiration, but I'm thinking because I'm working at like Growth Machine, which is a SaaS, that
Yes,
we can absolutely have also all the feedbacks on how products.
exactly,
It's every calls can be an inspiration for product, can be an inspiration for marketing, etc.
exactly, exactly. You can use this strategy for all your need based on your call. And I realized that the call is the best source of information for all the services. You can, if you have the transcript, you can do everything. You can have all the information. So it's
So yeah, a question: how do you do the transcripts of your calls? Do you use Gemini or do you use another one?
actually I use a tool called Nuta. But we actually tried the Gemini tool, and it's really cool. Honestly, we are super fan of Gemini. We just begin the trying period this week, and we think that it's a really good tool to record your meeting.
But one question, Gemini, is it poor for French transcript? I don't think so, because I think
Oh,
you have
perfect.
no. Uh, is Dust similar to N810? N810?
Great question. Is not completely similar. We also work with N810, but N810 is much more complex. If you want to put some N810 agents, is for you have to your capacity to have the skills to develop it are much more difficult. If you are like solopreneur or freelance, or also growth in or ops in a team, Dust is much more easier for final user. If you want to implement Dust for your sales team, for your marketing team, it's much more easy to use for the final user than N810, which impossible to integrate for final user.
Yeah, exactly. And N810 is more like similar to Make,
Exactly.
because it's like more connector. What is the power of Dust is like you can build an armada, an army of agents, just creating conversation, plug in knowledge base, like Samuel said, could be a Google Drive, could be a Notion, could be, yeah, like inside your prompts you can plug knowledge base, and then you have different agents that can talk between each other,
Exactly.
like LinkedIn Inspiration in this case can after that just have a check with another agent that will be tone of voice, or for article blog could be SEO policy, etc.
Exactly. And that's exactly the strategy, the system that I developed, and I'm going to show you is the step 2 of my strategy of my system is to, based on the inspiration, is to write a post with an AI agent train on more than 1,000 viral posts.
Mm.
Why? It's because the problem when you use ChatGPT and just say, write me a post, is ChatGPT is not trained on good post, is only like a common tool trained on all the data that they find on Google. Or the objective is to have like the goat of LinkedIn post, of copywriting LinkedIn post. So what I do is that I select more than 1,000 viral posts. I give the 1,000 viral posts on a dust agent, and now he have the ability to be the best copywriter that I've never gonna be myself. So to show you an example, exactly here. So I think that I tell him that the ID6 is a good one, and I use another agent called LinkedIn Post, which is my agent who have the ability to write viral posts. And then if you see, it directly write a viral post based on the 5 mistakes that based on the thematic that we defined before. So you write the post in like a second, which could be nice. You can tell him that if you want to change some part, but actually it's much more better that I'm able to do by myself. Okay.
Just quick question. How do you automatize the fact that the download of your transcript goes on G Drive?
Yeah. With Gemini, it's natively automatized.
Okay.
With Nuta, they also have an integration. So you just have to connect Nuta and Google Drive, and it go to the right
Files. Okay.
So it's super easy. If you have the right tools, it's super easy to connect the both.
Great.
Okay. So actually, I have my post. It's nice. I think I can use it. So the step 3 is to redact a viral hooks with special agents. Why? You have to know one thing is that on LinkedIn, 80% of the success of your post is not based on the post, is only based on the first 2 or 3 sentences at the beginning. The 2, not sentences, line of the beginning. So if you want to have success on LinkedIn, you have to have an agent dedicated only on the hook. So what I've done is that I create a LinkedIn hook agent who is built on more than 100 hooks that are viral. And his only job is to rewrite the 3 first line of my post. And actually, he give me like, as you see, 8 viral hook. And he give me a recommendation to choose the 5th one, which is Insider after 50 AI failure, etc. So I think it's the right one, and I decided to use it. And with these 3 agents, I have like the best post to begin to be very well. And if you see, I have my post just here, which is I think very, very nice. Is it clear for all my strategy to write a viral post?
Yeah, that's pretty incredible and super insightful. Question of Chris: Do you all your content strategy, is it in French or in English or both languages?
Actually, I work on I much more work on the French market, so my strategy is in French, but it's completely usable in any language. What I recommend is on the step 2, if you want to write in English, is better to scrap 1,000 viral posts, English viral posts, and not French viral posts, because the virality is not totally the same between language, or there's some stuff that are changed. So actually, my agents are trained on French content, but super easy to do exactly the same on English or German content, for example.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Other question?
Yeah, question about if you had to do English and French, how often would you post, etc. Maybe Ivan about this like LinkedIn strategy inbound. We can take a few minutes at the end if we have time, but I'm just I'm just fear that we don't have time to go on the steps after, which is scrapping the commentators and the iteration in LinkedIn, and then do your Legion workflow.
Yeah. So exactly. Up. I'm gonna just open LGM and take. Up. Okay, so I'm come back.
So yeah, one another question was like, is Dust better than Claude? So in Dust you have ChatGPT, Claude, etc. So you don't need to have any. You just have one subscription on Dust, and you don't need subscription to ChatGPT, Claude, etc. They are all included inside, and that's why I said you can create your agent based on different sources, the sources that you want. Could be your SEO policy, which is ChatGPT, could be your LinkedIn Inspirator, which is Claude, and it's really like building agents based on several sources, and yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's why it's super interesting is that you can use the best model in front of the right task that you want to do. For example, Claude is super nice to do copywriting. So I use Claude on the copywriting agent, but for other tasks that for my customer, for example, I can use for some specific task Gemini or OpenAI, depending on what the agent need to do.
Yeah, just question. I will answer. Guillaume and Riyadh. So Guillaume asked, "Can you explain how you collected and provide those viral posts and hook, please?"
Yeah.
So it wasn't. So the viral post was founded thanks to the AI agent, which is based on the calls transcripts, and then it was provided on LinkedIn directly. If that's okay, exact. And Riyadh asked, where do you find your viral English post of the domain that you want? The same. Could be different sources. In the example of Samuel, it was on his transcript, course transcript.
Mm. So, but concerning the viral post on LinkedIn, if you want to find viral post, if it's the question, just to be sure.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So what I've done is that I choose 15 of content creator that I like, that for me are really good in French, and I use another tool called Phantom Buster, which helped me to scrap their best post. And I use Phantom Buster, which is a free. You can use as a free tool. You don't need to pay if you just want to scrap the posts. You can use Phantom Buster, and you can scrap. You can choose the people and scrap the posts and do like a CSV file that you can put directly on your desk agent. That's the simplest strategy to have the post.
Great, thanks.
Okay. So now we have like viral posts. We can do it like in a minute. So you are able to be a goat on LinkedIn, but it's not the end. It's not because you do some viral posts that you have mechanically customer. You have to hunt on this reaction, and you have to find your customer on the reaction and the people that comment and like your post. And if you begin to be viral, it's super hard to to send message one by one to all the people that react and comment your post. So you need a tool to help you to scale this strategy. And LGM have some feature that I really like to help me to contact all the prospects and all the people that react with my post. So I'm going to give you some feature that I think is really nice to complete this strategy. The first one is to use LGM intent to help me to extract the right data. Is everyone is at ease with the intent term?
Yeah, tell us in the chat if you need more explanation about what is intent, signals. So the response is nope.
Okay.
Which, yeah.
So to explain you, when you send an outbound sequences mailing message to a prospect, you don't have intent. That you just send. I'm sure that you already send it like, hi, I'm Samuel. I have an AI agency and I have blah 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 blah. This is like a level 0 outbound, and it don't really work actually. It don't often work. The intent signals is a strategy that if someone react on your post and like your post is to use this information to contact the people. Like, for example, to say, hi, I've seen that you like my post. I'm super interested. Interesting to have your feedback. What do you like? What you don't like? And is to use this information to create connection, to create discussion with the people. And it's much more powerful to create discussion based on intent than to just send like 100 email in an outbound without any intent. What is nice to use a viral post on LinkedIn is it's because it generates a lot of intent, which are comment in your post and reaction. And you can use it with LGM to scale your contacting, to have a massive contact based on this intent, which are much more qualitative than just a level 0 outbound strategy. Maybe I'm going to show you if you want to see how does it work.
Yes, let's say, and we have a little gift. The first gift of the session was this link that I provide you, which gives you 1 month to test La Growth Machine for free. Perfect to test workflows during your summer.
Perfect. And summer is a nice moment to do some outreach, because a lot of people think that people are in holidays, but actually all the entrepreneurs look at their mail. They have more time to check their mail and to say hi in your email or your LinkedIn message. So I encourage you to do some outreach, intent-based outreach during the summer. So to give you a concrete example on LGM. So welcome to LGM. So the objective of LGM is to design message sequences that you want to send to people. So actually, I create a simple sequences called lead magnet sending. So for example, it's a classic use case that you have on LinkedIn is to create a post where you're going to give a free resources. I'm sure that you see a lot like comment AI agent, and I'm going to give you my list of super AI agents that help you to develop your business. This is a lead magnet. But when your lead magnet is going to be viral, maybe you can have 100 of comments and you want to send the message to all of these people who is going to be a lead for you, maybe. And LGM is the perfect tool to help you. So what you are going to do, you're going to maybe design a strategy on LGM. So for example, you're going to visit a profile, you're going to add the people in the relation, and when the people accept the relation, you're going to send him a message. And it's super powerful because if the 100 people comment on your post with the lead magnet, you don't have to send like to manually to 100 people all the lead magnet that you create. LGM is going to do it for you. So you're going to win time, like a massive win time. And if I come back, for example, to this post, the post with like 100,000 comments was a lead magnet. If I had to send like 100 message for all these people, I'm gonna spend a month to send it. With LGM, it take me like few minutes just to set up the sequences. That's the first part of LGM. The second part is, okay, you're nice, but how I can extract the right people and put it on my sequences. What is super nice on LGM is that you can create some audience. An audience is a group of people that you want to send a specific message. And in the audience, I'm going to show you, I'm going to create a new audience. You can import the audience from LinkedIn, sorry, and particularly from people who commented a post, who follow your company, or like a post. Exactly what I said to you before about what you want is to send message to people who react with your comment. So concretely, if you create a lead magnet or a viral post, you just have to set up after a sequences on LGM to extract the people who commented the post or liked the post, and you can automatically send to them the right message. And it takes you like in global to write the post and create the sequences, maybe like 15 minutes. Do you have some question about this? Because it's a big part, and it's, I think, the
Yes. So how do you add those people to the audience? So yeah, you just have to click here on the commented on the post and then copy paste you the URL. Um, and is it possible to automatically import people who reacted with you on LinkedIn in an audience? Can you say it in a more again, Hugo? So you don't have a personalized message. Yes, you have personalized message. You can personalize with custom attributes, etc. Yeah, a lot of question about how to build this in La Grosse Machine.
yes. So concretely, the audience is super easy. If you want to import some people, you just have, for example, to select import. Okay, and for example, if you want to extract only people who commented your post, you just have to click on commented a post and paste. It open automatically LinkedIn and paste the LinkedIn URL post. So you just have to paste the URL, and then it's gonna import all the people. So super easy to use it. Concerning personalization, of course, you have a lot of personalization. Why? Because you have an intent. The objective is not to send to these people, hello, I develop, I have my AI studio, I blah, 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 blah. The objective is to, based on the intent, is to write the right message. So if you know that people react to a post where you talk about the 5 mistakes of AI integration, you can create a sequence who talk about this. And for example, said, hi, I've seen that you like my post on a mistake about AI integration. Which mistake is the most common that you see in your organization? And you ask a question about the subject. And you don't send like, the objective is not to go back to the level 0 outbound, is to create the sequences that are personalized based on what you do. And if you send to the 100 people what is the most common mistake that you've seen, you can be sure that you are on the theme, on the thematic, because they like it. They write your post. So personalization is not about uh, uh, write the life of your prospect. Is about write the right question of what they comment and they like. So for example, a concrete example, the message just here, for a lead magnet, I write a message, sorry, it's in French, where I said, hi, first name. As I promised, here you can find the link to give you the 43 agents, AI agents. You can tell me what you think about it. And you can be sure that all the people that comment my lead magnet only want this lead magnet. So actually, it's personalized. But you can also add some custom variable if you want to have more fine tuning on your message. So you can put a job title. If you see that, I've seen that you're CEO of this company, what do you think about my last post, for example?
Yes, also we have the pre-enrichment that we will launch in a few days, and this pre-enrichment will help you to collect data or data on your leads, on your these commentators. Then you will have more ability to personalize and customize even more your messages.
So that's cool. And
It's like when you use Clay to do that, now you will have the opportunity to do that inside LGM.
nice. And which type of data on enrichment that you
So
want?
a lot of and it will be more and more and more, but it will have all the location part, all the if they raise funds as a company, like raising fundings, um, the all the evolution of the job title, like the changing jobs, dates, etc. It's like a lot of different profile data from their profiles.
Cool. So nice. And it's the fifth step is to enrich lead to personalized campaign. So you can do it based on intent, but tomorrow you can do it with more information based on the company. So that's cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the last part is to send specific sequences that really work. So we are going to show you how you can create specific sequences based on the intent. But one other feature that I think is really nice, I'm going to show you, and I use a lot, is one thing is really important to understand is that it's not because you send one message that people are gonna answer you. You have to send multiple message, but you have also to don't send always the same message. You want to have different type of message, etc. You can send a voice message, which I love. And when I was like in a sales team in my previous company, it was my biggest hack to find some customer on LinkedIn is to send voice message. Why? Is because uh, there's not a lot of people who do it. There's not enough people. People just send text message, but voice message is more personalized. And also, you can't see the content of the voice note until you hear it. So people, if they are curious, if you create the right curiosity on your message before, people really want to listen the voice message. So the first thing is that you can record a voice message which are general, like you don't say the name of the people. Because if you say hi Patrick and you send it another time to Mark, it's gonna be worked. But what is nice with LGM is that you can automatically with AI say, for example, hey first name, and it's gonna use your voice, and then it's gonna send the other part of the message. So you can do like voice message at scale, personalized, that is gonna be sent to all the people, all your audience that you put on your sequences. Clear for you? Question about it?
Yeah, this is super clear about voice. One question about Riyadh: how you personalize messages based on profile information on the LinkedIn. So first you enrich these profiles, and then you can, with custom attributes, variables and custom attributes, add more personalizing variables.
Mm.
um and yeah, I really like the voice notes. As you say, I think it's perfect. I think for a follow-up it's super
Yeah.
efficient. And last one, maybe you can showcase the chat mode, which is the new feature that like mimic real human behavior.
Just here, take the chat mode. Oh, I open.
So this is you write a big message in LinkedIn, for example. You just have to, yeah, exactly, to put real chat mode, and then so it will be hello first name. 2 seconds after, comme promis, voici le lien vers tes 43 agents. So as promised, here is the link for your 43 agents AI. And third message, you will tell me what you think about that.
Mm.
So like 3 messages, and not one big message that's like just smell automation. And when you send 3 messages, it's absolutely yeah,
More natural.
yeah, human touch. Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. Okay, I think so. This is my complete strategy to generate lead. So as you've seen, I've never sent like a classic sequence with just hi, I'm a AI studio. I only create some sequence based on LinkedIn content, which is one other thing that is super interesting is that if you don't have like the virality that you want, you also can use the audience, the logic of intent based on the post of your of other content creator. You can import people who commented and like post of another people who post in your environment, business environment. So you can both use it for your own post, but also use it for competitors' posts. And it's super interesting to combine the both because maybe some competitors ask another problematics that can be completely another can be talk to other persona that you want to talk with also.
Question: when you have all your commentators, how do you know that first you will not send lead magnets to your friends and your mom and your dad, or you don't care and you send to them even if they are not in your persona?
Yeah. Actually, I don't really care about it. If someone comment, for example, on my lead magnet AI agent, I consider that he's gonna have it actually if he comments it. So
Yeah.
it's okay. But what you can do after is that you have the list of your contact of all your lead, and you can clean it to after go back to another sequences if you want to hunt based on the persona that you want to address. And so
How do you cross these commentators and your persona? How do you know who
yeah,
is your in your persona?
yeah. So here actually you have like some filter that you can put, and that can help you to fine tune your list of lead. That is the first strategy. The second strategy that I use, which is much more complete, enfin, much more clean, is that I export all the lists, and with other AI agent or workflow, I completely clean this database, and I just take the best persona that I want if I want to send a specific sequences, and I upload the data from a new audience on LGM to send to the right sequences. But I also use, it's another part of the strategy where I use some other AI agent to clean my data and to reuse it in another sequences. But it's more complex. It's easy to put it when you have the skills, but it's not actually is not the objective of this webinar to show you all the strategy, because on LGM you can build like thousands of strategy to clean the data, create some sequence which are specific.
Yeah. I have a quick win. If you see that you have one lead interested in your lead magnet, or and then a conversation starts, and you ask if he's available for a meeting, and you book this meeting. This commentators is in your persona, and you discovered him thanks to your LinkedIn post. What you can do is seeing in which company he's working, what is his profile, and go in the LGM database. Maybe, Samuel, if you can go just in
Yeah.
the LGM database, and you can go on lookalike, or yes, exactly, and our filters or lookalikes. You type the similar company of this prospect, and it gives you different similar companies, and then with filters leads that you can prospect in another audience. That could be also a good way to identify new
Sure.
prospects based on one lead that said, oh, I'm super interested. Also, it's a push way to do that, because you have to go in the search bar, putting the company of this guy, filtering to have more leads, etc. Another thing is when you are in your inbox, if you go just the button right, yeah, in your inbox, you have the lookalike. When anyone will say, yes, I'm interested, the AI in La Growth Machine will understand that it's a qualified lead, and the lookalike will automatically run and propose you similar companies and the leads of this guy who said, oh, I'm super interested. So lookalike in La Growth Machine are in two places, or the search way mode in the database bar, or in the inbox, and it's running automatically.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really nice. I use a lot, but yeah, I use a lot to contact. But sometimes, I have like 88 conversation, and it works a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Corentin asked, how do you clean your database? So inside La Growth Machine, we have the clean audience, which is a little feature to clean your LinkedIn list, Sales Navigator list, when you import from LinkedIn Sales Navigator, like cleaning emojis, also being sure that the job title is the actual job, and not a next an old job. So everything is in La Growth Machine like this. You have the lead cleaning, but for more cleaning method, maybe, Samuel, you pass by another tool.
Yeah, exactly. For me, other cleaning method, you have like clay, which is really really nice to clean data, but it's really expensive. It's used
Yes,
much
we
more.
have an integration with them, but yeah.
Yeah. it's perfect, Clay, if you have like a company like more than 50 people and you want to have a growth strategy, more complete growth strategy. If you are like solopreneur, freelance, or small, really SMB's business is like too much expensive, I really recommend you to only use LGM strategy, or to build like some cleaning stuff with some with dust or other tools that really can be helpful in some use case.
Yes. Other question from Alexander. The LinkedIn intent data feature, is for all your post or also any post? Super important. In this use case, Samuel shows how to scrap his own commentators on his own posts, but you can do it for any posts. So your competitors one, any influencer, let's say, create a creator on LinkedIn, so anyone who liked any post or registered to any event, LinkedIn live event, can be scrapped.
Nice.
Okay, do you have any question? Few minutes left. Unrelated, but is there a limit on the token usage with Lagros machine? No limited token, it's unlimited.
Hmm.
Do you use a CRM on top of Lagros machine, or do you use LGM as a CRM?
Personally, I have a CRM too, because it's easier for me to manage my pipeline. And natively connect with the LGM, so super easy to have the data everywhere. But actually, I had some customer who don't have CRM, particularly for freelance, etc., or use like free version of HubSpot. It also work. So I think that you don't have the obligation to take CRM, but you have like a free version of HubSpot, and it's okay if you are like solo or a really small business. It's okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Samuel, do you have any information to conclude this
Yeah, of course.
great webinar? Thank you
So
again.
yes, thank you very much. I'm so happy to have you today. What we do for all the people who stay at the end of the webinar is that we
Yes.
create a special offer only for you, concerning particularly the coaching session. Actually, we have like some coaching session for solo, freelance, or CEO for small business who wants really to develop their own system with AI and automation, and to build like lead gen productivity or operation system. This coaching is 8 hours of coaching with all. So you have 8 hours with me and my co-founder. I also give you some e-learning based on Dust and LGM with lifetime access with all the module that you can use on your own. I also give you a Notion template system for productivity, because I use Notion for my own productivity, and this template is really cool to be more productive. You also have access to my community WhatsApp with all builders and CEO of companies. And so the special offer is that actually the price is 2,500 euros for the 8 hours of coaching, and all I show you. And for LGM specifically for this webinar, we do a 20% cutoff. So you have it for 2,000 euros until Friday 6 p.m. So tomorrow 6 p.m. I've
That's
just
great. Yeah,
Yeah,
do you have any Calendly or something that we can give in the chat?
of course, I put it directly, the link of the website to go directly on it, so you can directly on this site take your place. And after we are that's online group coaching. No, that's one coaching.
Yeah,
So you are facing 8 hours together, and we spend 8 hours together to develop your own strategy, to build your system, to create your personal strategy.
great. Where's the link for the 1 month on LGM? I just put it here. And also a question, is that possible to finance it with the OPCO?
Actually, no, but we are working to have our how do you say, our license of OPCO. So we don't have OPCO actually.
Okay. Also, the coaching is in French or in English or both?
It could be in both, but you have to know you understand my French accent, so you have to love it if you want to. But it's no problem to do it in English. Actually, it's exactly the same system that we can put. Just you're gonna be you're gonna have 8 hours with my super accent.
Great. Riyadh said the link is not activating the 1 month. Yes, it is. So this is a 1 month link. If you have any issue, you can just send me an email afterward. Here we go. Oh no. Yes. And yes, it gives 30 days instead of 14 days. Yeah, it should work. Mhm.
And concerning public finance, French public subvention, it's super long to have. So actually, we don't have it, and we need like maybe some much more month to have it because it's much more and more difficult to have it because a lot of people want. So maybe we are gonna have it next year, but it's super long and hard to have it. Actually.
Yeah. You will send the recording afterwards. Yes, the recording will be here in the playground. I just gave the link in the chat. This is a community platform. This is free, and every recording will be there. So yeah, just check, and also you can ask question. Samuel is on the community. You can reach him out here too, etc. And Stefan, is it 1 month plus 15 days with onboarding? I think you cannot combine both. Can we all get the links in an email? Yes, you will have an email whenever the recording will be published. And yeah, I think we're done. Thank you very much for this session. It was super dynamic, a
Yeah.
lot of questions. Thank you, Samuel, for all these insights, for all these sharings, experience, and workflows. That was super insightful. So thank you very much. Thank you for your super sexy accent,
Yeah.
French accent. Yeah, I think the chat was in fire also about that.
Yeah, thank you very much, all. And do not hesitate to contact me on LinkedIn if you have some question. I'm super active on LinkedIn, so really don't hesitate to ask some question. And or by email, you have it on our website. But LinkedIn is my favorite platform, so do not hesitate.
Great. Thank you all, and see you in the next webinar.
See
Bye.
you. Bye.